Hello YouTube! Now, what I'm here today to talk about is how I've been playing on the PlayStation 4. I've had Spotify on every other device for such a long time that there seems to have come a point where I've had Injustice 2 and been playing that a lot because that was what I mainly wanted to start with, as I knew for a fact that that was going to be a good and fun game to get into because it had a guild multiverse. Now, there comes a problem that I won't be able to escape. The fact that when you put Injustice 2 and Spotify together, their music may clash. Now, I saved myself a job by making sure that the way you heard the music, because sometimes you can hear them through speakers or in some sort of way around the room that makes vibrations and particles in the air to form and condense together, that I turned all the music down on Injustice 2 so that everything else was still up. So there is still a lot of capability left in life to grow, though as of today, 04/09/2020, which is a Friday today, I can say that when I go to the PlayStation 4 library, it will freeze, crack any data, so it stops, and it will mean that the music will stop, but after about half an hour at least, the music of Spotify will carry on to play. So somehow the music of Spotify got lost, and it's not my problem, but it is YouTube's problem now because of YouTube Premium being something that's active, meaning that you'd have to pay for YouTube Premium to sell everything that Spotify's got, but in the way YouTube created it, because Spotify obviously had another company that created that music as well, but was obviously something I saw before the premium, and that it's free. YouTube Premium is not free, and I've even heard from a YouTube official that I will probably never ever see in real life say that Spotify would be much more of a use in real life than YouTube's music, because you have to pay for it and that is not free. So what a way we have come in natural sourced life to have already been provided for us, that we keep building. We keep building. So, what I wanted to show you today was how this happened. So, as I'll let you perfectly see now, you don't want to see my face all the time, is if I turn the device, you will see it. You won't be able to see it the other way because they don't allow the camera to swivel, but I'm sure many of you can read backwards. This is what came up. Okay, so we have the library open at the moment, and as I said, I have Injustice 2 open as well with Spotify. So what happened, excuse me a minute, I'll just unmute it because the music's loud. Is that Spotify was still playing in the background with Injustice 2, but it froze the library. The library is not working. I will have to turn the console all off, which is not the correct way of doing it, because there is a rest mode. And because there is a rest mode, it means that it would do things in the background, but it wouldn't stop. So for some reason, for the library to stop, is really uncalled for and unnecessary. That I must be a super genius without realising it. I'll tell you one thing, human life and human nature has come such a long way, I can't even phase it. I am Groot. Good day to you. Okay, it's just loading up again, folks, okay? The PlayStation's taking a bit of time to load up. Here it is, look, it's coming now, because it's turned to a black screen which PlayStation's built on. And because I have to turn it all the way off, it means that it will have to reset automatically. That is dangerous because the console is meant to rest and it's not meant to be turned off. The console is not meant to be turned off, it is meant to be logged out or to be shut down. Microsoft have not picked this information up. That still, it will not let me on the PlayStation without that loading up first. So again, the PlayStation has to sync. Now it's coming on. Now it's working. But now we will have to see if Injustice 2 and Spotify are still loaded on there, because I feel like it really could be still on there, because yeah, so like I said, this is what it says. The PS4 was not turned off properly. That's because it froze and I should never have had to shut it down that way. Before unplugging the AC power cord, select power and turn off the PS4. So select power, step 1, select power, and step 2, turn off the PS4. So that is what we know as of the moment. Give you a bit of time to see all that, because it is hard to tell when you can't view it the correct way. They've also got, if you unplug the AC power when the power indicator on the PS4 is lit or flashing, data loss, corruption and damage might occur. And as I know, at the bottom there, where it says KO if you're looking the wrong way and OK if you're looking the right way, is that you got to press the PS button to use the controller. So that's the middle button, which meant everything worked. So yes, so that's that. Just to show you how many controllers I've got one here. So that's the black matte controller, and I went out my way to get a blue matte controller. I think you've shown that hard to see, so I'll turn the light on so you see them again. So with the black matte controller, that's the black matte controller. Okay, bit hard to tell, but it is a black matte controller. And here is the blue matte controller, which is also very hard to see, but hopefully you can tell the difference. Okay, so folks, what are we doing now? Well, let me show you that message again. Okay, I'm watching. clear now. So I am going to make sure I press the PS button like they said. So that one, as you can see, the blue light comes on, which is how it's meant to go. And so now I'm going to show you that I press the X button to continue. Me not being able to do so because it is only credible for this analysis if it is truthful and not waylaid. So here we have, we see here the controller. Okay, got the cross button, got the square button, got the circle button, we got the triangle button. The L3 buttons and the R3 buttons are what you press down on, which you don't need unless you're in Marvel Avengers Beta at the moment, or you're in something which you need to skydive in, per se, which is why Spider-Man is becoming more and more of a task for me to do. But if I have the right help and support, which I feel I urgently need right now, then that is the game for me. Otherwise, they're even considering Spider-Man to be in one of the Mario games, which I know they've already got him in Super Mario Party, but they wanted him in another game, and I think they're bringing him into Avengers Beta, and I think, don't quote me on this, they're going to try and get them into Fortnite. Yes, I said it. That was kind of a worrying thought, I suppose, that the device just knocked itself over. But yes, I think Spider-Man has a good chance of being in Fortnite. At the moment, it is Season 2, Chapter 4, so not even Captain Rogers is in yet. So, until I find out more about Fortnite, I don't know, but I bought the Battle Pass for it, so critically, things shouldn't be this critical. So, yeah. Anyway, like I was going to show you people, I have my desk here. Everybody needs a good desk, otherwise when they're 18 they go in for their exams, how are they going to learn? They have desks, don't they? So, I've got this good controller. Blue means it's player 1, red means it's player 2. I'll show you later if that interests you. I'm always looking for a second player too, but at the moment, as of what I can see of it, a lot of it on my own is too difficult to even comprehend. So I'm always excited and thrilled to know that someone might want to part ways and kind of just be a good friend. So, I've never YouTubed before, so this is obviously new for me, but I'm giving it a go. You know, how do you know if you never give it a go, you know? So, let's show you what I've got here. I've got, like I said, the triangle, the square, and the circle, and the X button. You've probably forgotten, so let's show you again.